Howdy. How are y'all? Friends, family, and the rest of you. Welcome, welcome, welcome to day 2 of Questions for Black Men. Thank you. I am glad that y'all are here. For those who have been wondering, as y'all can clearly tell, I feel a lot better. Not 100% yet, but I feel a lot better. I'm still recovering from a very bad cold due to the bipolar weather that we've been getting out here in the region that I live in. But I am doing a whole lot better than what I was yesterday and the day before. For those who are wondering, for those who have been keeping tabs on me, yes, I have my little concoction right here. I have my oranges. I have my red onion right here. I have my water sitting right next to me. So I'm good to go, y'all. So, But y'all do me a favor. Hit the like button for me as I get my list back up. For those of y'all who missed, hey Jay, yes, I'm feeling much better. Like, I'm pretty sure you can probably tell. I'm a little bit really like the sneezing has completely went away. The coughing has went down tremendously. My temperature is regulated. I just I still have a little bit of a weak feeling, but other than that, I'm good. So probably in about the next day or two, I should be over it. The flu had me for a week and a half. Oh my! I hope you're better. Hope you're feeling much better. But yeah, it is. But yeah, I never really had sickness hit me that hard before. But but as Auntie said that when you get older, sicknesses tend to hit you a little harder than what it usually would be. So, but yeah, y'all, I'm very glad that y'all are here. I am hoping that we can have yet another productive conversation with me and other black men. Again, tap the screen. Invite. The cough is absolutely problematic. Yes, it is, especially when you can't control it. So tap the screen. Share if you know any black men that would be helpful, that can hop in the box and be helpful to the conversation. Please, tag them. Share this live with them. Let them know that a brother is waiting for this to get underway. So while we're doing that though, ladies and gentlemen, I want to say one thing. As I'm doing the same thing that I'm asking y'all to do. I want to say one thing though. I remember sometime a few weeks ago when people were wondering, like, where is, when we talk about black love stories that don't deal with struggle love or toxic love. There's actually a movie on Netflix right now that I would really like for y'all to watch, called Intergalactic. And yes, it is an animated movie, but still, it is an animated movie centered around what black love really looks like. It was created by Kid Cudi, centered around his recent music that he had released just late last year. But it's a really good love story. There's no struggle love in it, no toxic love in it. You know what I'm saying? Is there an up and down side to it? Yes, it is. I don't wanna say too much because I don't wanna give it away. But yeah, y'all check out Intergalactic on Netflix, and it's spelled Enter Galactic. Hey Alexis, how are you? But yeah, do yourselves a favor and check that out sometime. Um. Anyway, if there are any black men that are in here, well, not yet. Hey Caribbean Black Barbie, how are you, sis? But yeah, y'all, I'm just currently right now just waiting for waiting for more black men to come up in here, and the second they do, I will gladly start everything. Did you eat and did you have your water? I have my water right here to my right. I have my orange juice and my little remedy concoction to my left. I have oranges and red onions sitting to my left as well. So I'm straight right now. Thank you, sis. But for those of y'all who were not here for day one of Questions for Black Men, you missed a lot. You would have saw that that we as a whole, we black men are trying to get together to break down barriers. You know what I'm saying? Like we're really trying to do our best out here. You know, to put on a more positive image of black men. And that is what I enjoy the most. But yeah, y'all. I'm really looking forward to this one, y'all. I'm really seriously looking forward to this one. Most definitely. But what was I gonna say? I had a thought for y'all, and I had a thought for y'all, and I completely lost it. Oh, did any of y'all see the live that I was in? What was it? 2 days ago? What was it? Yesterday, 2 days ago, when I was in I forgot his name in its entirety, but Thomas's live, but not Thomas the Villain Bishop. It was another guy named Thomas, and this one guy got in here, and he was really just beating his whole chest. And I'm talking about beating his whole chest with pride, and was trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, say all of this mumbo jumbo about what black women do, what black women don't do. But there were 3 strikes. I gave this man 3 strikes. First strike was when he said, all right, Caribbean. First strike was when he said, he was talking about how how the patriarchy has how he loves the patriarchy. This is a black man now. He's talking about, a black man talking about like how he loves the patriarchy because the patriarchy got him his car, he got him his clothes, he got him his jewelry, he got him his house. You know what I'm saying? All materialistic stuff. All right, I was like, oh, okay, that's strike 1. Strike 2 came when he said when he was trying to shame black women for for putting child support on men that had babies with them. When the man clearly left the relationship after the baby was born. And then the third strike that he had with me was when he was talking about, I guess for whatever reason, he tried to weaponize the definition of indoctrination. So this is what I said. This is what I said to him. I said this right here. I said first of all, hey TikTok wifey, how are you? I said here's the deal. Y'all know the old saying that when you allow someone to speak long enough, they will reveal themselves to you. This individual right here had clearly stated that he loves the patriarchy, and the reason why he loves the patriarchy is because of the fact that the patriarchy has got him all this materialistic stuff, right? Notice how that entire time he said nothing about being a woman's peace, being a woman's support system, being a woman's crutch, offering the things to a woman that money cannot buy. Therefore, uh, I said therefore, black women, he has clearly shown y'all that he is the type of black man that you need to stay away from. Because he's the type of cat that will introduce y'all into a toxic relationship and then introduce y'all into struggle love, all because he believes he can own you with the wallet that is in his pocket. Now I said point number two. I said you sat there and you sat there and you tried to weaponize the definition of the word indoctrination. Andre, what's up, brother? You gonna join me this time? I hope you can join me this time for this. Hold on. Yeah, it's over now. I said you sat there. I said you sat there and you tried to weaponize the definition of the word indoctrination, not realizing that you had just told everybody that you had been indoctrinated by white patriarchy because you believe that due to you owning all of these different possessions that you have some sort of close proximity to white people, not realizing that no matter what it is you buy, no matter no matter how much money you have, no matter how many cars you drive, no matter how many clothes you own, no matter what type of house or apartment or condo that you live in, they will always see you as less than them. Then I said point number three. And I said point number three. Point number three is this. You sat there and you tried to blame black women for putting child support on black men that had babies with them. I said when in fact you did not one time. I said no, I didn't say it like that. I said you try to shame black women for pinning child support on black men that had babies with them. I said instead of doing that, why don't you get? I said why is it so hard for you to get a vasectomy? Why is it so hard for you to invest in contraceptives? Why is it so hard for you to just keep your entire bushwhacker in your pants? That ain't hard. I said so. Therefore, this is why I believe that when a lot of black men like you say that black women need to choose better. No, it is all simply a defense to keep yourself from choosing not to do the right thing. You are because you would rather put pleasure over consequences, and every time you get caught up in the consequences, you would much rather blame black women in order to take ownership of your own fuck ups. And the moment I said that, he ran so quickly out of that damn live. He ran out of that live so fast. One more thing, and I'm gonna let my brother up. So be patient with me, Andre. One more thing, and I'm gonna let my brother up. And to any other black men that are watching, again, black women, share this with any other black men. Share this with more black men so we can get them up in here, please. Please, please, please. But y'all remember one more thing. Y'all remember the live that I did on New Year's Eve when I was really upset because somebody tried to say, because a woman by the name of Miss Pretty Knowledge tried to say that I had a DV case against me and that I was mistreating my child, right? Right? Look where my child is right now.
Hi. My name is Kylie and I'm a 7-year-old. Bye.
Look where my child is right now, if that was really the case. In fact, Muff.
I'm coming back.
Because I'm about to bust everybody's head up in here today. I'm about to bust all their head today. Come here, Muff. Why don't we tell the people? You ain't gotta cover your eyes, honey. You ain't gotta cover your face. No, don't do that. 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 Don't be shy. Don't be shy. It's okay. It's okay. That's okay. Now, tell the people. Hold on. Let me put this laptop down for a second, because we need to prove a point here. Now. What are you covering your mouth for? Why you... Lord have mercy. Now, tell the people, does Daddy always do fun stuff with you?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Does Daddy mistreat you in any type of way? He ain't. Yeah, like, He doesn't do anything crazy or nothing mean or anything like that, right? Nope. Nope. Mm-hmm. Okay. I'm glad to see. What you looking at? What you looking at?
You don't.
I'm sitting there trying to ask you questions, and you over here
No
being silly.
tickle. No tickle.
All right, all right. Let me go talk. Let me go talk to the people. Okay.
Okay, can I get my cookie now?
If you can, yeah, go find it on the counter. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Love you.
Oh, here it is. Cookies.
So to every single one of y'all, and y'all know who they were. Every single person that was in Tanya TKO's live that accused me of mistreating my child and abusing my child, I expect you to hop in my live at some point and at some time, and I demand an apology from you. Expeditiously. Expeditiously. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about that. That's all I gotta say. Anyway, I just had to prove a point for a second.
Good evening, my brother.
Andre, what's up, bro?
Good evening, good evening. I'm gonna turn my camera on.
Okay.
So I'm gonna turn my camera. Good evening, my brother. Yeah, I'm the man behind the Andre 942. So you can see me in person,
Okay.
see me visually. But like I was saying, one of the things your daughter is beautiful, by the way. I just want to say that.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're a good father. Wish there was a lot more like you. Honestly,
Thank you.
wish there was a
Thank
lot.
you.
So keep doing what you're doing, being there for your daughter, showing up, man, because we need more like you. Need
Thank
more
you.
in that sense. Um, but what I want to say is just like, um, you know, it's it's difficult being out here in the trenches and when you're defending and protecting Black women.
Mhm.
We don't get a paycheck for this stuff. We
Yeah.
don't get a there's no monetary gain, ain't no awards in this. Just doing it because you want better for the Black community. You want to see better for the Black community.
Mm-hmm.
um and that's the same thing with me. I've had conversations with people that try so hard to demean me out of, I'm in white spaces telling them like, I don't have a dog in this fight, bro, because my heart belongs with a Black woman. Like I said, I don't have a dog in these fights with certain people because at the end of the day, you just don't find love like a Black woman.
Right. You don't. You
um,
don't.
and I see that, like, I mean, I echo everything that you say in your lives and on your videos, like you stand at every single turning point in my life, my brother. Black women have stood beside me, have protected me, loved me, and I just can't turn my back on those women. I can't just up and turn my back on those women. You know what I mean? And just
Right.
like, I'm not willing to turn my back on those women. Um, for for the things that the kind of love that they've shown me. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but I also think it also takes a level of accountability also on both sides, both men and women. You know,
Mm-hmm.
of both Black men and women to take accountability. Um, for the things that they do wrong and the things that and for their mess up, and we as Black men don't hold each other accountable either. There is no, we seek to justify our brothers' behavior when we know they messing up. um
Mm-hmm.
yeah, and that's why you have so many of these red pill poppers, Kevin Samuelites, and Andrew Tate kind of people, because they rather than fix themselves and hold themselves accountable, it's the woman's fault on why they are the way that they are.
Hence why you have a lot of, well, here's the thing with those particular kind of people, like with these Kevin Samuelites, the Andrew Tates, the Fresh and Fits, the Tommy Sotomayors, and everyone else of the like. If anyone, see, the thing is, it takes a very conscious individual to actually break down the true meaning of their message.
Right.
If you actually just listen and just pay attention to everything that they're saying, they are it's all a very, I will give them this. They're extremely clever when it
Hmm.
comes to their deflection.
Right.
When it comes to deflection, they are extremely clever.
Hmm.
Hence why you have a lot of black men that listen to them, that hear the words and think to themselves, "Oh, so it really ain't my fault. I'm not the one who needs to change. It's black women that need to change." But it's
Hmm.
because of the fact that they know how to say certain things. They
Right.
know how to twist the narrative around to make it seem like they are the ones that are this perfect individual, and that the black woman is the one that needs to do all of the improving and the working and changing. And it goes the same, and yes, it is the same way for keep it moving. What's up? What's going on? It's the same way for black women as well. You have some of those other far right or far left extremists on the woman's side. You have people like Mahogany Pink. You have people like Tanya TKO who also do the same thing, who have a clever and profound way of twisting words around and deflecting to make it seem like, to make black women seem like, oh, there is no room for error on my end. It's all the black man's fault. So the thing is, the problem that we as a black community have is that we are allowing toxicity. Like a art. You seen an arch stone. You
Hmm.
seen how arch stone,
Right.
how and okay, I'm trying to give a perfect analogy for this, like an arch stone.
Hmm.
And at the very top of that, and it's like everything on this, like every material in between this arch stone, from the ground, from the bottom all the way to like the very top, is made out of cement. But at that very top, there's
Right.
no there's no cement connecting that.
Right.
There's toxicity. There's
Right.
toxicity at the very top of that. And
Right.
that's how I see the black community right now. We are jailed together by toxicity.
See.
We
Right.
need to get, we need to take out that toxicity and fill that crevice in with cement. That way we can actually see the unification that we as black people have been dying to see for decades.
Right. Amen. Oh, I'm right there with you, brother. Right there with you. To see that, and like I said, we have, and you right, because we have elevated toxicity, and so many of us of us think that that chaos is love, toxicity is love. I've
Hmm.
where I've seen cases where women think that if a man is if a man is if he's emotional, shows emotion, that means he's weak. I've seen cases
Hmm.
where a woman thinks where a woman think a man thinks that a woman is supposed to be sexually subservient to him 24/7, you know um
Hmm.
and things like that. You are my like I said, they see these women, see people as possessions rather than
Yeah.
rather than an asset. um
Hmm.
and two, also I see too many of us trying to assign our happiness to another person. Well, if I just get this woman, she gonna make me happy. If I get this man, he's gonna make me happy. And what we oftentimes fail to realize is that it is not someone else's responsibility to make us happy.
Right. I mean, I mean, at some point in time, you're gonna have to realize that the only person that can make you happy is you.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
you're not gonna, and and I'm preaching to my own choir. I'm preaching to my own choir when I say this, because that was, because I've been in my TikTok journey, I've been very transparent
Right.
in my past. I don't know how long now, Andre, I don't know how long you've been following me, but but I've been very open about, like my past marriage, and like that's the type of mindset that I went into with my past marriage. I went into it thinking that, oh, because I was at the time that I was with my ex, I was thinking that, that she was the solution to my problems, that like I didn't even I honestly didn't take too much time to actually know what kind of person that she was.
Right.
And and then but to make but what made matters worse was that um whenever she wanted something, in or whenever she wanted something, I went on here and did it because because I was so broken and I was so lonely. I wasn't, I didn't have any self-love.
Mhm.
I was unhappy with myself. So it was like, whatever it is that she wanted me to do, I did it.
Right.
So a lot of the things that I did for her were out of impulse, and I'm not gonna lie, I married her out of impulse.
Right.
It wasn't because I was ready; it's because that's what she wanted me to do. So
Right.
she was like, "Well, we should get married." So I was like, and I wasn't, I didn't feel like I was ready, but because of the fact that I was so afraid to be alone again,
Right.
I just went on here and did it. But
Mhm.
yeah, and and I ended up paying the price for that. Now, true enough, I got me a gorgeous daughter out of it.
Right.
I have me an amazing, gorgeous, smart daughter.
Right.
And but really that was really the only beneficial thing that I got out of it. You know what I'm saying? But outside that, it was nothing else. You know what I'm saying? So
Also, like too, and that's a word right there, brother. And I can tell you a little bit about me if we got time. Yeah, about me and how I came to this journey of loving and protecting Black women. Um, and it's also becoming upon us that to also realize whatever we define our relationships, whether we define them as friendships or relationships, we're married or what have you, or whatever the case may be, it is incumbent upon us to realize that those relationships, they take work, and it is a two-person job. And
mhm,
if one person is showing up to work every day, then that relationship or that friendship and that marriage is not going to work out. It's going,
mhm,
like I said, if you don't go to a if you are at a job and if your job requires five people to be on your team so you can get your job done, and only you come to work, then you're gonna have one hell of a day trying to get that job done.
yeah,
Uh,
exactly.
and so that's just a powerful testimony there about like knowing that if like I said, if one person in that relationship or that marriage or that friendship or whatever the case may be is showing up to work every day, giving they all, and they got to do it all by themselves, it ain't gonna work. If that man got to
Exactly.
all by himself every day, then that relationship ain't gonna work. Then if that woman got to get in there and carry the relationship all by herself, that relationship not gonna work. It's gonna fail every time because, like I said,
Mhm,
marriage, these relationships that these people are getting in, they have to understand that it is a two-person job.
mhm,
It is, and both people have to show up to work every day.
mhm,
And,
mhm,
um, um, and so that's just the gist of it. What we have to realize. Um, And the other thing is like when going back to my journey about how I became the love and to love and protect Black women was because for a long time, for a number of years, and I'm only 25. I want to be clear about that. Um, um, I resented Black women for a long time. I had a lot of anger towards Black women for a long time.
mhm,
I used to blame them for my problems. Why I used to put I would project it on them for my issues, and like I said, and it took me taking accountability to say that it's not a black woman's fault why I'm angry and pissed off all the time. It's not why that and it took me saying that to myself. And when I look at that, and it made me want to and a black woman came to me. It was a black woman that said, you need to go to therapy, you need to heal, because she saw me in pain, she saw me hurting, and my pain was causing me to try to hurt everybody else but get to my healing. And it was a black woman that told me to get to my healing. It was a black woman that told me that I needed to heal.
Mm.
And
Mm.
and from that day forward, I said that because of that, I learned that I need to love and protect these women. I need to that these women are a gift, are a gift from God. These women are here to they're not here to make me happy. They're not here to fix my issues. And so many and I can't stress this enough to any black men that hear this. Black women cannot do the work for us. They can't do the work for us. We have to. They can't. It's not fair for them. They cannot do the work for us.
Absolutely. And wow, you know what? I don't mean to cut you off, Andre. I smiled. I slick kind of smile internally as you were telling your story, because all I'm thinking to myself is why does his story sound so similar to mine? Because let me tell you something. Like I wasn't always, and I've told black women on my platform this a lot. I wasn't always for black women myself. Like in fact, there was a period in time when I had disdain for black women. And it was because of the black women that came into it was because the black women that came into my life were always mistreating me. There were a couple of times where a black woman had, either wished death upon me, or they went and tried to have me unalive. You know what I'm saying? Over something stupid, over something foolish.
Right.
And but the problem that I had was that I was punishing the black women in the future, in the present, in the future, for what the black women in the past did. And that's what was messing me up every single time. And so and true enough, it was just like you said, a black woman came out of nowhere and said, you need to go to therapy. You need to heal from this, because this is a darkness that has been looming over you for years, and it is time for you to heal from that. In fact, I have a black there, and I still, and to this day, I still see the same black therapist. And you know what? This is the one, and like on my very first session, this is what she said. This is what she said, and it makes perfect. It's very simple, but makes perfect sense. You cannot heal until you get real. So ever since then, I've been so real with it, and in the process of me being real about my hurt that black women have caused me, I ended up healing from it. And then I started, and then I was able to see after that, I was able to see the forest from the trees, and realize that especially especially when I got on TikTok.
Right.
I started to realize, like, the black women out here ain't got nothing to do with my past. They don't have nothing to do with my issues that I suffered back back when I was a teenager, when I was in my early 20s. They had nothing to do with that. And they do not define black women as a whole. So once I started to separate the apples from the oranges, that's when I was like, yeah. And then
And then furthermore, I could never, I'm sorry, but no matter how much pain and hurt that black women have caused me, I cannot ever deny what all the beneficial things that black women have done for me. Number one, if it wasn't for a black woman, I wouldn't even be on this earth right now. That's number one.
Come on with it now.
Number two, black women, some black women have taught me majority of everything that I know. Majority of my teachers have been black women.
Come on.
Like in my school career, majority of my teachers have been black women. Even with poetry, with poetry, when I'm an award-winning multi-nominated spoken word artist. You want to know who was responsible for that? A black woman. Why? Because it was a black woman that introduced me to poetry and spoken word, and said, this is you.
Come on.
I see you doing this right here. It was
Yeah.
a black woman. It was black women all throughout my life that taught me the most essential life lessons from my early 20s all the way up to now. And even now, for the past 2 years, in my, in 2020 was perhaps one of my most darkest years, because that was the time when I got divorced. I was living. I had to start completely. I was in a city where I didn't have no family, no friends, or nothing. I had to start completely over.
All right.
I was going through an extreme depressive state. I really thought my life was over. I was ready to go. I was ready to unalive myself.
Right.
And when I started to fall into that sunken place, and I started to reach for everybody, started to reach. I was so desperate, started to reach for a white man. White man smacked my hand. White man said, "Get medicated."
Mm.
Reached my hand up to a white woman. White woman said, "Get medicated." Reached my hand out to even reached my hand out to a black man. Black man said, "Oh, f that. You gonna be all right."
Yeah.
You want to know, but you know who? But you want to know who reached their hand into that darkness to pull me out of it?
Come
A
on.
black woman.
Come on now.
So how on earth? So knowing all of this, how on earth can I sit here and turn my back on black women, knowing all of the great things that they have done for me? If it were not for a black woman, I would not be the man that I am today. And I say that proudly. This is why. And so that is why when I see other black men like me shaming black women, trying to disrespect black women, trying to hurt black women in any way, shape, or form, it angers me, because I'm like, dude, you are trying to shun your creator. At the end of the day, you are trying to shun your creator. You know what I'm saying?
Come on now.
So
Come on now.
that's what it is to me. That's what it is to me.
Come on now.
Black
I'm gonna put
women.
it on camera. You already know me, Mike. I don't hold nothing back.
I know.
These ain't men. Let's get this perspective. These ain't men. These are little boys.
Of course.
Come on. Come on
These
now.
are little
Go ahead and
boys.
tell it.
Me, I'm a man.
Come
I
on now.
stand up for what is right.
Come on now.
I stand up for basically my black women, especially when it comes down to my mother. Because let me just say this: I said to my boss in front of his face, and saying this, I will really quit this job and take care of my mother fully, and in my lease of my apartment, and basically take care of my mother, my first queen.
Come on
I
now.
take seriously when it comes down to my blackness and my manlyhood. There's a difference between them and myself and these men that basically and these true kings before you. The one thing that basically black men and the black boys do not know how to handle is humbleism.
Mm-hmm.
We know how to be humble. We know our faults.
Come on now. Come on, my brother.
We know what the fucking fix. We know what the problem is when it comes down to our community and willing to fix it.
Come on. All right, you about to make me have to pull out church fans because of, man.
Do you know why? You know why little boys want to stay and they stagnant? Because they like being where they at. Everybody seen the movie Baby Boy. Dude was cool with it. He was cool playing a video game, staying at his damn girlfriend's mama house, not providing shit. I might add.
Right.
What?
Right.
That why?
Right.
Not only that, the main character Jody was cool staying with his mama,
That
but not
part.
cool. His mama's getting some.
That part. That part.
You live under her roof, paying no bills.
And you know something, we treated that movie like it was just a national treasure. We treated we
Sure
didn't
did.
we treated that movie like it was a national anthem,
The-
just a black national treasure something.
But I'm about to make a whole lot of women pissed off. I'm about to make a whole lot of black women pissed off. Mike, you don't know I don't hold nothing back. I had to hold both parties accountable. If you really watch that fucking movie, who was condoning the shit? Who was
It was,
condoning getting beat up every day by her boyfriend, begin good on a regular, while a man is
it
basically
was the mother. It
okay.
was the mother.
What basically condone? Here's the thing: what mother condoned basically her damn child not growing up and getting a fucking job, or at least basically his own damn profession?
Oh yeah,
What woman are physically having kids by these men that don't provide?
Mm.
So we gotta help Andre. You look at me crazy, but guess what?
no,
Prove me wrong.
no, brother, I ain't got to prove you wrong because you're right. I ain't got to prove you wrong because you're right. I've been saying it for years. Now, brother, when I said it, I got called a coon and a sellout. So maybe they'll listen to you. So, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I like why you having kids and like there are men out here who will
How many
literally
times I said it on your live, Mike? How many
yeah,
times I said it on your live?
yeah, um,
Many times.
yeah. There are men there are men who will have children with a woman and no job. Like, what he gonna do? Help you to starve to death? He gonna help you and your baby to starve to death? Like, what? Don't make no
Yeah.
sense. Like, come on, be real with it now. Like, my mom told me and my brothers, I was raised by a single mother. My mom told me and my brother, she said, don't, if you're not
No.
financially stable, you need to have your own house, your own car, your good, steady paying job. Your house need to be in your name. You need to be financially stable before you lay down and have children. Have children. She
Can,
said,
can
I
I
don't care
can I put this in perspective? Can I put this in perspective? My mama told me one thing, all that bunched up into one. Black men, we cannot be average.
woo,
Of course not.
We can in this country, let alone this world, black men cannot be average.
Of course
I
not.
maintained a B plus average until I got out of high school.
yeah,
I made a B average in college.
right,
Then the only reason I didn't make an A because I have something from attention deficit hyperactive disorder and I suffer from dyslexia.
right,
But I'm not medicated because my
right,
mother didn't believe in that Ritalin bullshit that they're trying to shove down our throats.
right. Come on now.
Say it again. Because
Yep.
they put me on all, because they showed no try to put me on all three, Adderall, Ritalin, and Prozac. That's
Yep.
why I stopped messing with them.
So
Uh,
I'm going like this. I'm not going to lie. I do partake in the 420. I do that. I'm not going to lie about it. But the fact it is, you see how I'm admitting my faults as a black man? Because
Mhm.
I know how to be humble as a black man, let alone a black God. Because
Mhm.
technically, if you really want to put the black out there, we are the original man. So guess what? In the Bible, it says in clear words, God made us in his image.
that's right.
So what are we?
That's right. Come on now. And that's what that's what yeah, like I said, that's what I've been saying for years. And we should, one thing history has taught us, history in this country, history in general has taught us about black and brown people, bruh.
Yeah.
We can't afford to, as they say, as the old saying go, what they say, fuck around and find out, right? We black
Yeah.
people
Right.
fuck around and find out. We can't afford to fuck around and find out. We did that.
Right.
We did that so many. We did, and look where that got us. And I keep hearing about the word submit, submit to me, submit to this, submit to that. Well, I'm gonna throw this out here. The last time somebody told somebody to submit, certain group of people ended up being slaves for 400 years. So you tell me that. Some like so what are we so what are we stuck on this submission for? This word submission, submit this, submit to me. What?
Stop being.
Do,
Here's the thing.
do
I
we
will
even
never be submissive.
do they not even understand what the definition of the word submission is? It is so, when you actually look at the definition of the word submission and you try to apply it to a relationship, it is so freaking degrading. It's unbelievable. That's why I cringe when they talk about submission. I cringe
Can I
every
put this in
single time.
perspective? Can I put
Like,
this in
you asking
perspective?
for a freaking slave when you talk about submission.
No, they asking for a dog. Now,
That
I'm
too.
saying this. I will
That
hold both
too.
parties accountable. Black men, why would you want a damn dog? Why would
That
you want a
part.
dog? Why would you want a dog?
That part. Come on
Women,
with it.
can I say this, Andre? I'm about to make you get up out your chair when I say this. Why are you reference yourself as the bad bitch or a bitch in general?
Come on now.
Mm.
Mhm.
Well,
Both
hence
sides are
why.
literally
Hence,
cheering
hence
each other
why.
on. And it
Hence
makes
why.
black men and black women look so bad in the public eye. And the media eats this fucking shit up.
They do. They do. They do.
Cause let me say this,
Yeah.
me and my damn company at the time, me and my company basically said was talking about this not too long ago. And she was going like, have you noticed that basically every time I watch a black TV show, we always become the dumb one, the hoochie-fied one. We can't speak English right correctly. We can't even put a proper language. We can't even damn make a damn conversation without cursing. I'm going like this. Why are basically we playing the negative stereotypes in predominantly black shows? Like,
Yeah.
think about it. My wife and kids, Junior became dumb. Became dumb. They
Right.
had to replace the dark skinned girl that was originally on the show for a light skinned girl that was too whitewashed to fit in Connecticut. So a black family, let me put this in perspective. So a black family with two well off parents can't have a damn stereotypical family.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Come on now. And
But you know what though? This is why, for that reason right there, that is why I don't even allow another black man to call me the N word. You know what I'm
mm,
saying? Because my thing is this: if I'm not going to allow white folks to call me that, what makes you think you get a pass just because your skin is melanated?
yeah.
You ain't doing nothing but passing the same old racist rhetoric just with a different skin tone. You know what I'm saying? Like we gotta cut out. We as black men gotta cut out calling each other the N word. Black women need to cut out calling each other the B word. I mean, all we doing is degrading ourselves, man. We
Yeah.
making ourselves feel less than what we really are.
Yeah.
Can I say this for real talk? You know what basically that I found so horrible when it came down to black boys? When it came down to the stimulus check.
Mm,
That was a perfect example of this shit.
mm-hmm.
The reason I said that, I saw a dude go up in the streets, bought four damn Jordans. Four pairs of Jordans, $300 a piece. So he
Mm-hmm.
spent
Hmm.
over his actual budget.
Mm.
I said, my brother, let me ask you a question. You just bought four pairs of shoes.
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck are you going?
Priorities messed up.
And I was going like, he was going like, man, I'm gonna be styling profile. Man, you see these kicks? You see these kicks? I'm going like, my dude, we are in the house. I got shoes in my house that are Mike, you seen my collection. I got shoes in my house I haven't wore yet.
Mm.
Mm.
And all of my shoes in my collection don't even compare with those four shoes you just bought.
Yeah.
And most of my shoes are Stacey Adams.
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I put this in perspective? You didn't buy yourself a suit, special weapons and tactics. You can ask the Muslims about this. You didn't buy here's the thing. You didn't buy no damn food for your family. You didn't make
Right.
sure your bills wasn't paid.
Huh.
You didn't make sure your rent was paid.
Hmm.
And here's the biggest thing, my brother. Can I ask you a question? He was going like, "Yeah, dude. Here's the thing. I want to know this. You got kids?" He said, I got four. You just spent $300 per shoe, and you got four kids. I want to really want you to do the math on this. This is what you need to do. I took the brother back down to Shreks and returned all them shoes. And I said, dude, take this money, go to Bank of America. Go to Wells Fargo, go to Bank of America. I don't care which bank you go to. You can go to Batelco right in the mall. And Lily say this. I want to start a damn trust fund for four of my kids in their name.
Mm.
Mm.
Yep.
$250 a piece.
Right.
And all of them were under the age of 4. So I'm going like this. My brother, can I ask you a question? $350 times 18.
What? Wait 1 second. Hold on. I done. That's what. Well, my math is a little bit off.
Oh, what happened?
I think he basically put on pause, but I was saying it's $350 times 18 years. That's what I was trying to say. You
Mm.
gotta imagine that's at least about $4,000 plus damn trust fund interest.
Sorry, y'all, I'm back.
All right.
But yeah,
But yeah,
but you looking. I mean, you right about that, brother. You looking at about um. Let's see, doing my math correctly. Shit. You looking like you. That's $3,600 out almost out the way. That's $3,600.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and that's
never
and that's
take the interest of a bank because the bank goes up at the time that money don't get spent.
spend exactly. And that's what it is. But see, that's the thing. Um, as black people, we have been conditioned to think that we need to have the next best thing. That we need to have always the next best thing. You got to get it before the other person get it. You got to get it before the other person get it. You got to get it before the boy down the street. Cause you got to get it because the boy down the street got it. And I look back at that, and even back in my high school days, hey, bro, them people were like how you live, how you afford these new pair of J's, and your mama and your family live on Section 8 housing.
How
Explain
you
it.
got your weave done and your damn kids wearing holy ass drawers?
Man, look.
How your son walking around with the next hottest iPhone Apple Watch and thing, but he ain't got no school supplies. Some
Basically, why you got 20 inches on your motherfucking car and you ain't paid your child support?
like
That
and
part.
the passport bros, like some of them talking some getting on here. Some of them be getting on here talking some they finna leave the country. They finna leave the country, and I'd be like, first of all, dog, this ain't the airport. If you ain't got the national departure, if you're gonna leave, go do it. That's all I'm saying. Um, but then the second one, half of them are over in $7,000 worth of the back child support. What passport you getting? I don't know how far to
Mm-hmm.
Africa you plan on getting, but you ain't finna get far with $7,000 in back child support. So you might
Can
as
I
well.
can I say this? Can I say this for real talk? You know what the problem I have with this damn shit though? Why didn't our parents teach us about unprotected sex?
Mm, woo. It's steady happening, my brother.
They
I
left it
see it
up to
every,
the. They left it up to the. They left it up to the school system to do that.
yeah.
Can I put this in perspective? When I was growing up, the average mother, that's teen mom, was 14 years old.
Wow.
We're from 14 to 16 to 14 to almost 11.
Damn.
Now.
11. 11, then we need to be calling the police, don't we?
Mm.
We need to be calling the police, ain't we? Because if you having kids that young, then you a victim. 12,
Yeah.
11, 12, you a victim. You a
And
victim.
I'm not talking about the average mother age. I'm talking about the average mother
Wow.
that
Yeah.
becomes a mother for the first time.
Mm. You're a victim at that point. You ain't no mother in that. You a victim. You ain't no you a victim. And
Mm-hmm.
the thing about it is too, like people, like I said, brother, when I mentioned this very same thing about to people in our community, like I said, I got dragged from here to Helena when I did it. So maybe they'll listen to y'all. Um, uh, I tried to tell them that a lot of these people, like, you want to know why it's so hard for the black community to get out of poverty. A lot of the times is because, well, we are having children when we're not financially ready. We're having children with men who
Well,
have no desire to stay with
the
us.
reason I be improper, here's the thing. Do you realize that's basically by design?
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it real. One, here's the thing. First of all, many of them babies has been born by liquor, right?
Mm-hmm.
If there's literally a song called like, if I take one more drink, I'm gonna end up okay. So guess what? Guess what alcohol does? It
Mm-hmm.
clouds judgment, doesn't it?
Right.
Mm-hmm.
So what is a condom? A judgment call.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah,
Yep.
you.
Well, that's by
Stay
design.
on
So
that time.
it's not just here's the it's not just basically us feeding into it. It's white supremacy because who's the one that's making the most money is the white supremacist itself.
Mm-hmm.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah.
Because
They
who's making money off? Because who's making money off the child support system? And damn sure ain't us.
no,
No.
Who's making the most money? Basically, having people work 2 jobs to basically afford a kid. It ain't us.
mm-mm.
Who is making money off of baby merchandise? It damn sure ain't us.
I know that's right.
The average stroller, here's the thing, the average stroller costs $300, and that's the average stroller.
Come on now.
Black people, we don't do thing average when it comes down to these kids.
No,
We putting, here's the thing, I still say to my sister, why the fuck are you buying Jordans for a 2-year-old? You can put them damn kids in some Pro Wings and they won't even. Here's the thing: you really think that your friends are gonna judge you because you got your kids in Pro Wings?
Yeah. Right.
yeah, yeah. Come on now.
Right.
And
Right.
and it's the same thing. Like it's about like I said, a lot of people. You got a grown boys out here, grown boys and grown girls, quote unquote grown girls.
Uh-huh.
Grown boys and grown girls. I just looked at like my sister on my dad's side. She had a baby and she just fresh out of high school, 18 years old.
My brother got 9 kids.
Dang.
9 kids.
Lord.
8 different baby mamas. 8 different baby mamas.
How many?
9 kids, 8 different baby mamas.
He got 9 across 8 different women. Y'all remember that in Y'all Fix My Life? Y'all remember that show?
Yeah, but
yeah.
let me say this. This is just between boys and men. Guess how many our kids? And I'm his older brother, so let me ask you this. Ask how many kids do I have?
What? None. 0.
Same. My oldest brother has 3 kids and don't have a barely got he got a damn boy got a barely a pot to piss in or one to throw it out of. It's a damn shame. It really is. It really is because it's.
I'm going like this. Yeah. Let me say this. Can I say this about little boys? I'm going like this. You see me at job, my work right now. You see me at job. I'm on lunch right now, but I'm going like this. So you see me at my job, which I clock in every day. I hate going to it, but I clock in every day. This man has seen me change uniforms at least 4 times since he's been on TikTok. 4. So I'm going like this. I clock in. I have no children. None.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm a damn sure good ass uncle.
Mm-hmm.
My damn sisters ain't got to worry about their kids ever in life because uncle got it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There you go.
Because that's practice for me. That's practice for me being an actual father. I want practice. And I have seen all my nieces and nephews when they first walk, they first talk, they first shit, they first piss, they first day of school. I haven't missed nothing. Nothing.
Come on now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and get into this first question right here. This is pretty. It's probably something black women gonna want to know right here. First question is this: if black men don't feel they can change the bad men in our community, why do they think they can change black women?
Didn't I just say this? That's not no black hair stain. There's barely any black men in this world. So what this basically means? There's more black girls than basically black women. Black women already know. Let me say this: adult males and females know how to think out of a problem. And since we're black, we're working 10 times harder to get out of that fucking problem. We're not basically thinking, oh, let me just let the system handle my motherfucking kids. Because everybody know damn child support as well as basic welfare do not help us out. And welfare in California is a joke. It's a fucking joke. If welfare is basically a joke in California, what you think is in other states?
Right.
So how you think this basically going to help you basically raise your fucking kids? Right. How you think basically you're just going to survive adulthood? Hell, I couldn't even get it when I was going to college. So I'm going like this. Let's keep it 100. The reason that I'm saying that we can basically make black men into black men, because guess what? I have literally took a black man to go get fitted for a suit. It takes one small damn thing. Guess what? The next day that man got a job.
Mm-hmm.
He said, dude, you got me, here's the thing, you got me out the penitentiary.
Right. Mm-hmm. That's what I've been saying about holding the holding your brothers accountable, holding your other black men accountable. Like one of the realest thing I ever heard from anybody, from a motivational speaker of mine.
Hey, I
Um,
gotta get out of here right quick. Let me come back. I'll be back in 5
yeah,
minutes.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, one of the realest things I've ever heard was that a man will never grow up if the people around him justify his effed up behavior. He'll never grow. He'll never mature. He'll never get better because people around him will always take up for him. Instead, when he's doing wrong, like there'll be like some homeboys be like, you get on your homeboys, nah, man, we finna get ready to play 2K. And I'm like, and then you ask, hey, bro, what's going on with your son and daughter? Oh man, yeah, Keisha tripping. Chandra's tripping. I'm like, bro, that ain't got shit to do with your daughter. That ain't got to do with your daughter. Like, what they got to do with your kids? And I'm like, you don't need to be worried about 2K right now. You need to make sure your kids are good. You know, like I said,
But you can't. You know you can't. But well, some of them you can't even tell them that. You know what I'm saying?
like,
Can't tell them that.
hey, bro, 2K can wait. You need to make sure your kids straight. Shopping that your shopping spree you want to do for yourself can wait. Your kids need you. You know what I'm saying? The club and the strip club can wait. Your kids need you. The football game can wait. Your kids need you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But looking at, I mean, honestly, looking at the question, if people are looking for an answer from me, like I would honestly say that a lot of black men feel like they can change black women because of the fact that they think that changing black women is the easier route.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? For whatever reason, they think that hey, you know, just beating black women over upside the head with all these different rhetorics is going to make things change when it really isn't. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not going to do anything, to be honest with you. At the end of the day, it's going to do more. All it's going to do is going to stir up more chaos and confusion. Nobody's going to be satisfied. Nobody is going to be nobody is going to find a middle ground here, which is what we always think, which is what we strive to look for when we have these different conversations. But we're not. I mean, but when you consistently beat black women over the head, trying to get them to change, trying to get them to, you know, hold themselves accountable. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to help. It's not going to help your cause or black men or the cause of black men as a whole.
Right.
And I really wish that a lot of us in our demographic would understand that. Like, there's nothing good that comes out of this.
Right. Come on.
Like,
yeah. You know, and I've been saying that too. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off either, my brother.
You good?
But and when people say things like, when I keep, like I said, for a long time I said, well, what do you bring to the table? Little do we know as black men, if black women, and I'm sorry to say this, but I have to be real with it, my brother. But black women got other options.
Yeah.
And I'm saying they got other options.
Yes, they do.
And most black men will not admit that to themselves, but they got other options. Like, I just want to let you know, want to let my brothers know, the Kevin Samuelites, the Red Pill Poppers, the people, the simp callers, and all of them. I want to let them know that if you want to keep that up, you go right ahead. But just know, black women got other options.
They do.
And I just want to, and we need, and I want to be clear about that. And let me be clear about what I said. A certain demographic of men have always thought our women were attractive.
Man, I'm trying. Look, I'm trying to wake us up on that now. Like, now, don't get me wrong. Is this, Is it something that I would, what's the word I'm looking for? Promote? Not all the time, but is it a but is it something that's happening right now? Absolutely. You
Hmm.
know, because you know as well as I do, like I am a true advocate for black love.
Right.
You know, it's your job. I mean, the way you feel is the same way I feel. Like I don't think anybody can love me better than a black woman.
Right.
However, comma, dot, 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 dot. Um, if if a black woman gets to the point where she is at her wits end and she consistently runs into the toxic and unhealed black men, and she decides, okay, you know what, I'm gonna expand my options. It's kind of like, as much as it sucks to see, it's like on the other end, it's like, can you really blame them? You
No.
really cannot. You,
Yeah.
you you really cannot blame them,
Yeah.
because like how long, like, hey, Queen Kiki, how are you? Like, cause like how long are we just gonna sit here and demand that black women put up with our BS as a whole? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That would be selfish of us to do that. And so that's why I just be like, hey, if this is where you're celebrated, if that's where you're celebrated, go ahead. Go where you are celebrated. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, but as far as I'm concerned, can't nobody love me better than a black woman. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Can't nobody love me better than a black woman.
Yeah.
I cannot. And this is and this is coming from somebody who has at one point in time dated outside of his race now.
Right.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, shocker alert. Yes, I, Mike the Voice, have once dated outside of his race.
Hmm.
And let me tell you something. That was the most unproductive moment I've ever had in my freaking life. That is and all I can say is thank God, the ancestors and the universe, that it didn't last long.
For real.
Man,
For real though.
man.
I tried the same thing, my brother. That's this past summer. I tried the same thing. I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm gonna be real with you because, like I said, I'm not gonna be no hypocrite like everybody else is. When I say everybody else, I'm not gonna be no hypocrite or no selfish person like no the red pillers and the Kevin Samuelites and all of them. Not gonna be like that. I did it, and thankfully she told me out front. She said, "Hey, I'm not in a place where I can date right now," and I respected that. I
Right.
respect the place that she was in, and she was not, and she like I said, but and I said, and I'm gonna tell you this, hey, black man, if we keep our heads buried in the sand like this, we gonna lose our women. We gonna lose our women. I'm telling you, it's gonna cause a mass exodus. You ever wondered? You ever heard of the Great Migration? You ever wondered why
Yep.
black people left? Because
Yep.
the South, the American South, was too toxic for them. They was getting killed. They was getting lynched. They was getting burned. They was getting beaten. Black people left, and that's what's going on. That's what if we keep our heads buried in the sand, we're gonna lose our women. We're gonna
Mm-hmm.
and it ain't gonna be nothing you can do about
Absolutely.
it.
Absolutely. And again, I'm trying to tell these cats, man. But what's so funny? But here's the most contradicting part of it, though, Andre.
Mm-hmm.
The most contradicting part of it is that all you hear from these particular black men is nothing but aggression, hatred, vitriol. You know what I'm saying? That's all you hear from them.
Mm-hmm.
But then literally, in the same breath, will sit there and say, "Oh, I love black women." No, no, you don't. You talking about You love, oh yeah, I'm gonna get my passport. I'm gonna get my passport so I can find me a Latin America, a Latin chick in South America, that will massage my, that will do anything for $1.55. But I love black women though. You out here talking about some damn. You out here talking about black women can't seem to get to walk outside their house without wearing their bonnet. Them wearing their bonnets is ugly as hell. But I love black women though.
Hmm. And I can't
Black
like.
women, black women out here looking like HOESs, wearing these skin tight clothes and all that. But I love black women though, bro.
Mhm.
Pick a struggle.
Same. I've been saying it for the longest. I've been saying it for the longest, my brother. Um, and like I said, it took me a while. Like I said, I'm glad I can join these conversations on TikTok now. It took me a while to get to my follower count so I can get my live access granted. You know. Um,
Yeah,
so yeah, and then I also had to like go into a big social. I had to do a rebranding of my content. So I had to delete all my old content and start new stuff. I'm trying to build upon now. And it's and it's like like I said, when we look at things like, and I'm gonna break something down for you that a lot of black men, a lot of these red pill poppers and Kevin Samuelites and things like that are not looking at. I'm gonna break something down for them. When we look at voting records in the United States, and these numbers come out about which demographic steps with black men, about which demographic of women steps with black men. Oh,
mm-hmm.
in 2020, when we during the election in 2020, during the election, and I don't mean to bring politics into it, but it's necessary. Um, in 2020, voting records comes out. The voting records. Okay, so the election, the major election was between Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Okay, so a grand total of 74 million people went out and voted for Donald Trump.
Yeah.
81 million people voted for Joe Biden. Okay, you did dissect the numbers. A 55% of white women voted for Donald Trump in 2020, if I'm not mistaken.
Mm-hmm.
About 93% of black women voted for Joe Biden. So when it came down time to it, my brother, when it mattered in things like those things, and when it mattered, black women showed out and stepped with black men. Now, for whatever reason, 15% of brothers voted for Donald Trump also, but that's another story. Um, um, but I'm just trying to sit here and say this. Like, so when we are on these lines of our social justice movements, of Black Lives Matter movement, things like that, when we're on these front lines trying to get liberation through things like politics and things like that, things like Voting Rights Act, voting rights, who is stepping with us? It damn sure ain't white women. I can tell you that now.
No.
It ain't white women. Ain't no way. Ain't no way 55% of white women in this country went to the polls and voted for Donald Trump and then they stepping with black men. Ain't no way.
No.
Yeah, just the math ain't math, and as they say, it ain't calculating. Some ain't adding up, but you want to choose them over. Like I said, I can go deep with it. You want to choose them over the women. Not to mention, they have been instrumental in getting black men unalived, hung, burned, beat, raped, all that stuff. And we sitting up in here we gonna choose them over our black women? Come on now.
And here's the crazy part about this though, Andre. Do black men not understand that ever since the biblical times, the YT woman has been the instrument of our demise?
Mhm.
Do they not understand that? Even like and literally, and yes, ladies and gentlemen, literally, ever since biblical times. Prime example, the story of Samson and Delilah.
Mhm.
Come to find, did some discovery on that one. Come to find out, yes, Samson, yes, was indeed a black man with dreads. Got his power from dreads.
Mhm.
Got all of the strength came from his dreads. Delilah was a white woman.
Mhm.
And the moment the moment he got caught up with that white woman, what happened? She cut his dreads off. He lost his power.
Mm-hmm.
You
It
know what
was.
I'm saying? And here's another thing. And then of course, y'all already know about the story with Frederick Douglass.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even need to go. We don't even need to talk about that now.
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm saying, and then the other cat, right? God, I cannot remember his name because he had such a unique name, but he had like an African name. But the cat that was talking like craziness about black women, and he
Mm-hmm.
was dating this white woman, and then the white woman ended up unaliving him.
Oh yeah.
It just happened like this. This happened like
Boom
a
Sally,
year.
Boom Sally, something like that. Boom Sally,
Yeah.
like that. And it's like,
Yes.
and and and
Yes.
and here come other black people telling some, well, you want to begging for black women. He said black women were loud, ghetto, trash, all that. He said he was even. I went to his Twitter page. He said he was even tired of black women sitting next to him in his government class in college. Like,
Right.
I'm sitting up there like, okay, so black women, so black women, and black women had the right attitude. Hey, you need to go to the community that you praise. What you want black people's help for? Like, you need to go to the community that you uplift so much. Oh wait, it ain't like white women in this country got a history of standing up for black men when they need it. Now, do they?
Yes. Yes. And that's what I'm saying. Oh, here another one. Botham Jean.
Come on
Another
now.
one. Went
Come
to
on.
mess with a white woman. What ended up happening? Now he's no longer here. You know what
Yep.
I'm saying?
Um,
So that's what I'm saying. Like they have been. I don't understand why we would put them ahead of our very own. Not realizing that again. I say they are the instrument of our demise.
mhm.
Like it doesn't make sense to me.
Yeah.
I have yet look. I have yet to see a black woman pull an Emmett Till on another black man.
Hmm.
I
Yeah.
have yet to see I have yet to see a black woman pull a Botham Jean on a black man.
Come on now.
I have, I have and honestly, the only time you will see that is if they put it in a movie
Right.
or a TV show, trying to portray that black women and white women are in the same, what I'm saying, on the same playing field,
Yeah.
which is
Nobody.
not true, which
Yeah.
is so not true.
Yeah.
But
Nobody. We don't. They don't talk about. Yeah. They don't talk about the unspoken history of black women and sexual assault. How everywhere they like to. How the history. How racist white people have spun the history saying that it was black men who were going around assaulting white women when really it was the total other way around, my brother.
mm-hmm,
It was
that part.
black women sexually assaulting black women, and we don't talk about. We don't. They don't. They ain't finna tell you that though. They left that part out for history. I had to find that out on our own. I keep telling my brother, like, come on, it gets deeper now. Brother Malcolm X said it best: the most disrespected and dishonored person in America is the black woman. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
like I said once. I got to drop down here in a minute, but I said it once. I said it again. Black men, if you listen to this, if you listen to this live, if y'all share this, my brothers. If we keep our heads buried in this toxic masculinity, this submission, and all these red pill poppers, these Kevin Samuelites, these personal battles out here are going to cost us the war. These battles that y'all sit, the fact that y'all refuse to heal and get better and do the hard work and the self accountability, like I said, like a black woman said in the comments, they are not your mule. Black women are not your mule. They cannot do the work for you. They
Mm-hmm.
and they shouldn't have to. Um, they shouldn't have to. And like I said, I say it again. I love your platform, brother, and that you are out here defending and protecting our women. And I'm like I said, I'm gonna stand here and I'm gonna stand right here with you to let you know that you ain't alone in this fight. because
Thank you.
that you're not alone in this fight, because I stand with you, I stand by you, I support you, and I and in anything and anything out there, because I see that your love and your heart for Black women and Black people is genuine, and you genuinely want to see the betterment for our community. That's all I ever wanted. That's
Thank
all
you.
I ever wanted, man, for the betterment of Black men, because like we done been through a lot of shit as a people.
Yes.
Just remember that. Like we fought through our ancestors and the people before us, our grandfathers, and all of them, Dr. King and all of them, Malcolm, they fought through a lot of shit for us not to be together, for us not to be together in 2023. There is no reason for it. There is no reason
Mm.
we shouldn't be able to heal and be living our best life in 2023. Be
They've
living,
been through so much.
be
So much.
There is no reason we should not be doing it. There's no reason why Black men can't protect Black women. There's no reason why Black men can't Black women can't pour into Black men and uplift that man. If you love each other enough, we'll push each other to where we need to be. If we loved each other enough, if we gave a damn about each other, we push each other to be our best selves.
Hello.
Yeah.
Say it. Hello. Better
If,
come on with it. Better speak that truth.
like I said, like I said, if you care, like I said, if you loved each other enough, you would do it. It would bring you tremendous joy to see the next Black person winning. It will bring you happiness. It will soothe your soul to see that a Black woman is not being broken and disrespected, that she ain't got to struggle for love. It will bring you joy to see a bunch of healed Black men walking around protecting and loving their families and standing with their families and supporting their families like they're supposed to be doing. It will bring you joy,
Mhm.
brother. I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
I
It,
sure appreciate that, brother. I really do.
it'll bring you.
Man.
It brought
And
and like I
and
said, when I see a Black man that got his children, and he got his children with him, his children, he is with his children. When I say with his children, he is with his children. When I see that, and I see y'all, you're doing it, and then you got your daughter with you, man. And you're loving her and protecting her and guiding her and helping her be successful. And like I said, it ain't easy for us us Black fathers, because oftentimes we were told that we are absent. We
yeah,
we, we don't exist.
yeah.
We as far as if you let other people tell it, we don't exist.
Mm.
But I don't have kids, but when I do have kids, I promise to God that I will be I will be. I'm not always. I know, like I said, I'm not always gonna get it right, but I'm still gonna show up for my children. I'm gonna show up for my children in the next generation, because they got to carry this mess on. And the only way they're gonna be successful at it, if they have the hard work and dedication that we do now.
Mm-hmm. There it is.
The hard work and groundwork that we do now. If our sons and daughters see us disrespecting each other, then guess what they're gonna go do? They're gonna go do the same thing, and it's a continued cycle. But if they
And
see us loving each other, man, I'm telling you.
we can honestly, we have the power to put it into our own vicious cycle.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the thing that gets in the way is, do we know that?
Mm-hmm.
Do we know that? Do we know, are like, do we not understand that? Do we not understand that we are in control of the destiny of our own people?
Mm-hmm.
And the thing is, see, we are so worried about self
Mm.
that we don't see that.
Right?
When we start to concern ourselves, like we honestly, it's so funny how we as Black folk, we always want to go back to that. When we talk about teamwork and stuff like that, we always want to go back to that drumline saying. We always want to go back to that one band, one sound mantra, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then when it comes to applying it to our own community, there is no one band, one sound. It's like Welcome Home Roscoe. We go from Drumline to Welcome Home Roscoe Jenkins. We go from one band, one sound to no, it's the team of me.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And we have to get out of this. And see, the thing is, that is what's plaguing our community. We have to get out of this selfish state of mind, thinking that oh well, damn the rest of my community. As long as I'm doing right, I don't, everybody good. No, when you start to elevate, bring people with you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Bring people with you. When you start to gain knowledge, pour that knowledge out to other people.
There you
You know
go.
what I'm saying? Because that is the key, that is one of the key ingredients to our survival as a community.
Yeah.
We have to stop making it seem like um we got to get out of this like this Rambo mindset. Like we the army of freaking one, and we gonna mow down every dadgum. No, we can't be that way. No, we had to lock arms again, y'all.
Yeah.
We had to lock arms again and walk left foot, right foot, left foot, right foot in unison. That's
Yeah.
what we got to get back to.
Yeah, and like I said, we never got anything like I mean back that's thinking back just like all those years ago. In the I mean not all those years ago, so one day like the civil rights movement and all those things when we're black. Like I said, the reason why we got somewhere, the whole reason why we got somewhere, and I tell you this, and I tell anybody this, the reason why we got anything as a people is because black men and women, when I say this, remember what I said here, that's key point right there. Black men and women stood up and successfully defended the poor, the weak, and the defenseless when everybody else chronically failed to do so.
That part.
And when everybody else chronically failed to do so. Slavery didn't end because white people wanted to end it. Slavery ended because black people said no. We don't want to live
Mhm.
like this no more. Black men and women said no.
And just imagine what would stop. And now here's the thing, Andre. Imagine all of the many things that would cease if we applied that to everything else. If
Mm,
we as black men, if we as black men saw the turmoil that black women are going through right now, and all of us and a large group of us got together and just said, no, this is gonna stop right now. I guarantee you it would cease.
there you go.
If we saw if we got tired of that if we got tired of hate crimes long enough and we just all got together and said no, it would cease.
Right? There
You
you
know what
go.
I'm saying? And it applies to everything. It applies to everything else. But you know, we have to be like I said. It depends on us though.
Right.
We have to get together. We have to get together and just be like, no, like at some point in time, I truly asked the black community, like what straw, how many straws have to fall in order for that camel's back to break for you?
That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that for the longest. Like, uh, I've been saying that for the longest. I've been wondering the same thing too, my brother. Like, come on now. And I say that, like I said, like I said, and I say it again, there are cemeteries. And when I say that there are cemeteries filled with black men and even black women who stood up and said no, who said no. There were people there are cemeteries filled with black people's bodies today because they said no. They simply came together and said no. They stood up and defended themselves when everybody else failed to do so. And when I look at our community today and the turmoil that we're in, the divisiveness and the infighting that we're doing, we instead of saying no to in the places that we need to or we should be saying no to and coming together on, we are saying no to each other. We
Mm-hmm.
are we are denying each other,
Mm-hmm.
and
Mm-hmm.
we are denying each other, and And like I said, it starts with all of those things, my brother. It starts with all of those things. Like, and I can I say it, I say it again, black men out here, black men, we cannot put the work on black women to carry to do the work for us.
We've
It's
done
just
it long enough.
yeah, we can't do it. We cannot do it. Like
Mm-hmm.
people say, well, I don't want a masculine woman. Well, bruh, you put her in a situation. Half of our women were put in a situation where they had to put on the pants. You want to put on the you want her to put on a skirt, or you want to put on the blue jeans.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You want her to put on the skirt, or you want to put on the blue jeans. You ain't there to put on the blue jeans, so and she can't afford to put on the skirt because she got kids depending on her.
Right.
What like your kids. And then I was like, how you disrespect the women that had your baby? How you bash the women that had your baby? How you do that? How do you disrespect those women like that? How you call them out their name? How you call them hoes and bitches and all this kind of stuff? How you do that, my bro? They brought your children in this world.
They didn't respect the not 9 times out of 10. They didn't respect the women that came, that came before them.
That's
They
right.
didn't respect the women. They didn't respect the women that raised them. Prime example. Look at that cat. Look at that cat. Sink or swim. You know what I'm saying? He doesn't respect his mother. That's what that he doesn't respect his mother. He calls her all types of bitch and hoe. You know what I'm saying? So no, like when I hear that and I see what him talking about getting a passport, I'm like, oh, what? It all makes sense. He doesn't respect the women in his own family. He doesn't respect the women in his own community.
Yep.
So it's like, so some of that is like, I'm not even surprised at that.
Yep.
And then, it's just like you said, like, how long are we going to sit here and let black women take on this masculine role before we actually get together?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? We sit here, we sit here and we talk and we try to shame, just like you said, we try to shame black women for trying to put on the masculine role, not realizing that we are the ones responsible for them taking on the masculine role in the first place. Maybe if we were actually helping, maybe if we were actually helping out with our families, our children, you know what I'm saying, regardless of whether y'all together or not,
Mm-hmm.
that wouldn't happen.
Right.
Maybe if we were on our A game out here in the world the same way they are, we wouldn't have to worry about them being masculine. Maybe if we started filling in those roles, filling in the roles, yes, I said roles, ladies and gentlemen, that we as black men are supposed to partake in, we wouldn't even have to worry about black women being masculine. See, we are not considering the fact that every majority of what black women are dealing with is at the hands of us. It's at the hand. We are responsible for that. The whole masculine role, we are responsible for that. No matter how pretty you try to paint the picture, that fact will always remain.
Right, right, and that's so right. Like I said, as I said for here in a minute, brother. It's all about like I said, as I keep saying, like I said, I echo every single point because I'm right there with you on every single point, and I keep saying um, like I said, you know, yeah, when like I said, we women, our black women have to constantly, like I said, shift these roles. Like they're masculine because they have to be. We're the masculinity is gone because the reason why the masculinity in the household is gone because the man is gone. The man is
Mhm.
somewhere else. He's not. in his he the black man is somewhere else. He's somewhere where his family is not. And
Right.
it's and it's like it's like and I know and I don't want to be, I know every situation is different. I know there are different circumstances to every situation, and we take them on a case by case basis, as we should. But at the same time, like, we got to realize and recognize the fact that the common denominator in these relationships is us. When people
Mm-hmm.
say, well, I don't see why my relationships don't work out, the common denominator is you. The one, the common denominator is you. I remember I cursed the day I watched a video of a man that had said he has 32 children across 16 different women. Like, what?
But somehow, some way, that's a black woman's fault.
Like, like you. So if I'm doing my math correctly, you got two. You got two by each woman. It's 16 of them, 32 children in all, and one of you. The odds ain't in your favor, my boy. The
Right.
odds in your favor. You outnumbered 1,000 to 1, literally.
That part.
You outnumbered. You ain't nowhere in the world. And like I said, the average black man don't make that much money. I'm just gonna be let you know. I'm just gonna be really
Mm-hmm.
real with you. We don't hold no power. We don't hold no political power. We don't hold no law power. We can forget that now. So we don't hold no systems of power. So we don't do that. Like, that's why we have to do it within our own community, because we don't have no power outside of that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Because of the high
Correct.
race, we don't have no system. We don't have no power. Who has
Mm-hmm.
all the power in it? Who makes all the rules? Who holds all the money? Who holds all the systems in place? Who are over these things? If you really,
That part.
so why do we have to do it in our? Why do we have to show up for our community? Because we don't have no powers anywhere else to do it. Damn sure
Mm-hmm.
can't change the Constitution. Damn sure can't change the government. Damn sure can't do that. So why do we have to stay with our women? Because guess what? That's where our most power, that's where our most work gonna be done, bro. Why does it take black men like you staying with black women?
That
Because
part.
because outside of that, we don't have no power. Outside of that, we don't have no politics. We don't have no laws. We don't have those things. If you really look at it, we do not have any power. We don't have any economic power. We don't have any, we don't control the economy. We don't control the purse strings. We don't control any of that stuff. But we do control how much sex we have. We do control how well we can be there with our family. We do control who we lay down with. We do control how well we can be there for our children. We can control those things.
Mm-hmm.
So why can't we be the people that uplift our own community that way?
That's $1 million question.
That's what I'm saying.
That's the million. Then that's the $1 million question. But you know what? One of the main things that get in our way as black men is the patriarchy.
There you go.
It's the patriarchy that gets in our way every time to make us think that we are supposed to be in this position where we are supposed to have when it comes to our women, we're always supposed to have some sort of dictatorship, and that's not how it's supposed to be.
Right. Like I
Like
said,
we sit here and we make, we want to sit here. It's such a Honestly, when you actually try to like just sit back and dissect it, it's very all it does is give you a headache. Like you sit here and you disrespect the black women around you, while at the same time you claim that you love them, while at the same time you expect black women to do all of the work for you, at the while at the same time saying expecting them to give you this comfortable life. I just don't.
yeah, I can't wrap my
It,
head around it, brother. And it's like like I said, all the same times, like too, like and I say, like I said, I'm a man of accountability. I'm a man of accountability on, like I said, I'm a man of accountability on both sides. Also, too, black women, when that also, like, too, that man also has to know that that you are a safe space when he comes home. And I say that because here's how: some women will purposely start arguments to be toxic.
That part.
So, to be toxic. Some women will disturb a man, will deliberately disturb a man's peace because there is no toxicity in the relationship, which is just baffles me to this day. I'll never understand how some women and men are attracted to toxicity and chaos. I'll
Who
never.
really wants toxicity though? Who in their that's why I don't get who in their right mind wants to invite toxicity.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
why that's why I believe there's something mentally wrong with anybody that feels comfortable in that type of chaos.
Yeah, like I said, for me, I'm one of those men. I'm one of those men that I can't live in dysfunction. I'm sorry, I
No.
can't live like that. I can't. I can't. My head is not right in that space. I'm one of those men. I'm letting you know now what kind of partner I am and what kind of man I am. I can't live in dysfunction. If my family is fighting, I can't live in that house. I can't stay there because it's just too much to going on, and 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 um and then it's like um some men, like I said, who wants to be at all this? But then also there's also like responsibilities of a man, my brother, of a man and a woman. Like if your man go to work all the day, he don't need to come back home and you still in your pajamas and
Mhm.
he still in the same spot that he left you in. You ain't
Mm.
you ain't wash no dishes, ain't cook no food, ain't got nothing. Trash ain't taken out, ain't nothing going on. But you still sitting in your pajamas after he done went to work all day. You know,
Ha, right.
same, same thing for the man. You don't need to be sitting in your drawers all day, and your wife and your girl and your woman done going to work, and you sitting up there and you sitting up there ain't moved, ain't put no clothes on, ain't showered, ain't did none of that. You still sitting up there. Come on now.
The only time I will say this though, the only time where I deem that to be acceptable is on a time when it is one of their off days. If
Yeah.
it is one of their off days, that's one thing. But if you just sitting there if you just sitting there in your drawers all day, every day, while either that man or that woman is doing everything for you, no, that's not gonna fly.
Mm,
Like, do something. Do
yeah.
something with get your life, as they say.
Yeah.
Get your life.
That's what I'm saying. I cursed today when a white tea woman told me that her boyfriend sat out in the parking lot all day waiting on her to get out of her job. I was like,
What?
I was like, you see what I'm saying? So when we talk about this, when we to interrogate, when we talk about relationships and responsibilities, bruh, you also have to be responsible in that relationship. You also have
Hmm.
to be responsible.
Hmm.
Just because you got a boo thing doesn't because you got that's because you got a new boo thing doesn't mean your problems are gonna be solved. Doesn't mean you are not absolved responsibilities. Take
That
time
part.
to be present in the relationship.
Right. Do
Yeah,
not. I mean, do not put all your in. Basically, don't put all your eggs in one basket.
there you go.
Don't sit there and think everything is gonna be fine just because you got that one man or that one woman, especially if that one man or that one woman has like a high level of income. Don't
Mm-hmm.
don't don't sit there and be with that person just for the sake of that, thinking that all your problems gonna be solved. Because let me tell you something, let me tell you something, let me tell you something. At some point in time, that man or that woman that you leeching off of is gonna wake up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wait a minute. Taking advantage of to being taken advantage of and all that stuff. Like I said, that's and when we talk about simping, that's what I call a simp. Somebody who gets taken advantage of willingly.
That
You
part.
you not like I said. At the same time, you're not gonna sit up here and make me be stupid now.
Yeah.
uh you're not gonna sit up here and make me like I said, you're not like I said, and then for me, you got to when you in a relationship with when a woman is in a relationship with me, baby, I need you to be hungry just like me. Cause I'm gonna go out there
Hmm.
and get it. And I'm gonna need you to
Hmm.
go out there and get it too. Yeah.
Yeah. But
I'm,
trust and believe now here's one thing I want here's one thing I do want to make abundantly clear though. When a if a woman is out there grinding, we as black men need to be grinding harder.
There you go. Come
We
on now.
we need to be grind. We need to be grinding just as hard, if not harder.
There you go.
Like whatever it is she doing, we gotta be at least meeting her right there. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
So like there ain't no, like I said, long gone are the days of Jody.
Average Joe. Staying with your mama. Nah.
Long gone are the days of Jody. You cannot be a grown ass man living with your mammy.
No.
While out here with no job. You only getting fed when your mama bring groceries in the house.
Mm-hmm.
You can't be out here. You can't be out here hanging and slanging with your homeboys.
There you go.
But then at the same time, expect all black women to respect you.
There you
Those
go.
days are over with. And same goes for these cats. Same out here goes for these cats that out here think that they like to push that whole rhetoric that see this ice on my wrist, you see that this tag on my shirt, you see what brand name you see what brand name shoes I got. This junk cost me $700. This cost me $300. Okay, and that don't
Yep.
mean nothing.
Yep.
And it really don't mean nothing to a woman.
Yeah. I remember, like I said, we treated, like I said, that movie Baby Boy. We treated that shit like it was the black treasure. I said we did. So many black people. Oh, he just played the good thing. Nah, bro, this man sit up there had all the time to have all the sex in the world and make babies that he couldn't take care of, but had the nerve to go there and say how much he loved black women. He had no job, he had no money, he wasn't doing nothing with his life, but had all this time to screw around and have two women pregnant at the same time. Two different women on different sides of town pregnant with his baby.
Right.
While sleeping with somebody else at the same time. Like, come on, dog. What you doing, man? What you doing? Get your life. They say, get your life together. Get your life together.
Right.
You worried about the wrong thing. As my mama say, you worried about the wrong thing.
Right.
You worried about the wrong thing.
And Rainbow Black, you are absolutely correct. It is just materials, and the clothes don't make the man. But however, you do have a lot of black men out here that think that will tell you otherwise. That will say that will puff out their entire chest, literally puff out their entire chest, and tell you otherwise. Like if they will sit there and tell you, like, if you don't have this brand name of clothing, or if you don't have this type of car, then you ain't no man. Like, I literally, and and I honestly blame a lot of rappers for that. Because I remember one point in time, one point in time when I remember seeing Jermaine Dupri himself. He went back when Cristal was hot, before the owner was like, he didn't want black people drinking his wine. I remember one point in time when he got on there and got on camera and said to everybody, if you ain't no player if you ain't got no Chris. You ain't no. Or I seen another cat. I can't remember who it was. He said, "You ain't no man if you ain't got if you ain't got this bottle of Cristal. You ain't no man."
Yeah.
I mean, for real, so, and I'm like, damn. So manhood is based off of materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
Make it make sense.
Yeah. Let's not act. I said that. Wait a minute. Let's not act like men are not out here. The reason why we got so many single mothers out here too. Another big reason why we got so many single mothers. Let's not act like here, brother. These men out here who having all these Pookies and Ray Rays out here having sex. Let's not act like that. Let's not act like that the reason why they're doing that is because they measure their manhood by how many women they can sleep with. Let's not act like that's another part of the conversation. There are men who literally only measure their manhood, black men specifically, their manhood by how many women that they can get in bed with. I kid you not. And I'm sitting up there telling me something. They tell me something. I get this. I get that. Get this from women. I get that from women. And I'm like, nah, bro. Only thing you getting babies. You getting babies.
You're right.
You're probably not babies. That's what you're doing.
Right.
And like I said, because a minute, I like I said, I got to drop down here now. But my brother, keep doing what you're doing, and I appreciate you for having me on the panel today and tonight. It was very productive conversation, and I love that where I can go into a live that where the conversation is productive,
Uh,
producing, and we learning from each other on how to be better men. That's what I'm
mm-hmm.
saying.
Yes,
Sharpen,
absolutely. I
sharpening
agree.
the iron. So I got a lot of love and respect for what you do, my brother. Um, but as I said, hang in there, man. I'm with you all the way. Black love, black unity, black prosperity. We forward all the way.
All day long.
All right, man. Have a good night, my brother.
You as well, bro. All right, yeah, y'all. So that
Yeah, that was quite interesting. Oh, what did I get tea? Do I get tea?
Yeah, it's a
Do I get?
special. It's a special recipe that I learned from my mom.
Okay, it's a special recipe.
Yeah.
Okay, wait, let me see.
Doesn't it taste good?
Yes, it does taste good.
Honey tea. You have to put lemon in it, but since
Uh-huh.
you didn't have any lemon, I just put honey in it.
Oh, okay, that's wonderful. It's very good, honey.
Can I drink the rest?
Yes, you may. She's shy, y'all. She doesn't want to be on camera.
Wait, where's the honey?
I don't know. Did you put the honey in there?
Oh man, honey's all the way at the
Oh, I guess you didn't put enough honey in there, dear.
Ah. The honey tastes good.
Lord have mercy. Don't knock everything down, dear. Okay. All right. All right. So yeah, I. So what are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing?
It was a tea servery.
Was a what?
A tea servery.
A tea server. A tea serving.
No, servery.
A tea servery.
Yep.
What's a tea servery?
That means I get to serve you tea.
Oh, okay. Like a cafe.
Uh-huh.
Okay. Okay.
Probably room service.
Room service.
Yeah.
They're speaking to you, honey.
Huh?
They're speaking to you.
Hi. And yes, I am a pretty lady.
Oh my God, get over yourself, ma'am. Yeah, y'all. I'm glad that Andre came on. I'm happy for Andre. I'm happy for Black Ring Zero that came on. Thank y'all. Oh Lord, you are heavy.
Tea. And
You
there's
are
much more coming.
You are not my little muffin. What happened to you?
I'm
Why
not.
couldn't you just stay 6 pounds? It was easy.
Now I'm 50, 60 pounds.
I know, you're 50, 60 pounds. You could have just stayed at 6 pounds. It would have been so easy for me.
Guess what?
And now I'm gonna cry.
Guess what?
I'm gonna cry because you're getting older. You're getting older, you're getting bigger. And I don't want you to get older and bigger. I want you to stay my little one. Why could you just stay my little one? Why could you just stay my little one?
Because I'm growing up.
I don't want you to grow up.
It's part of life, Dad.
But I don't want you to grow up.
That's your loss. That's how God made us.
Oh, Lord. Do y'all, my daughter, ladies, do y'all see what I deal
got
with?
that from my mom.
Do y'all see what I deal with?
I got that from my mom.
You more than likely did. She's talking about how this is how God made us.
Guess what? I'm a 7-year-old.
Yes, you are.
Guess what?
What's that?
First things first. First of all, one, I am not a muffin, because if I was a muffin, you wouldn't have eaten me by now. And two, I am a human.
Well, I call you Muffin because when you were born, you were small and plump like a muffin.
I am not a muffin.
Well, get over it. That's your nickname. I don't care.
How dare you?
How dare I? How dare I indeed, ma'am.
Yeah, you even said how dare you to yourself.
Yes, I sure did. You wanna know why? Cause your daddy crazy.
Wow.
And not her agreeing. Y'all see that, right? Not her agreeing. Hey, Mike, this is my, yes, ladies and gentlemen, this is my little one. This is my wonderful, wonderful, wonderful little one. My 7-year-old something too. Aren't they though? Like, this one here, like, just drop, she will drop something on you and then you just sitting there looking dumbfounded. Like, my goodness.
Yeah.
Orisha, how are you though, sis? I ain't seen you in a while.
But he was rude today because last time this month he looked like he didn't feel good and he was laying down all day, and I gave him an orange to feel better because he gave me an orange to feel better. And when I gave him an orange to make him feel better, he didn't even take it and he made me eat it.
Cause you said you were hungry.
Well, not for an orange.
I gave you something to put on your stomach.
So I was
I
using...
sacrificed my orange to give to you because you were hungry.
Well, I still didn't feel good. Plus, I felt your forehead while you were asleep, and it was burning up. Like it felt like I was touching a skillet.
Well, you know, see, darned if you do, darned if you don't. Like, look, she saw that I wasn't feeling well. She gave me an orange to try to give me some food. But then she comes back and says, "Daddy, I'm hungry." So I was like, "Okay, well, the orange you gave me, I'm gonna hand it back to you." And then she gonna look at it like, "I don't want this. Like, why'd you hand this to me? This was for you." I gave you my orange.
Yeah,
That's what dads are supposed to do.
Yeah.
We are supposed to sacrifice for you. For you.
Yeah, but you were being rude because I was trying to be nice to you.
That wasn't me being rude. That was me being nice.
And plus, you look like you didn't want it anyway.
Let's okay, all right. So let me get this straight. So it's rude for me to hand you my orange because you were hungry. That's what you're telling me right now.
He's crazy.
I heard that. So answer the question. So it was rude for me to hand you my orange. It was rude for me to hand you my orange because you were hungry.
Yeah, and plus it was rude because I was being nice to you to make you feel better. Plus, I knew that you didn't quite feel good maybe because your face looked all frowny. And plus, when I tried to wake you up, you didn't wake up. And plus, I even smacked you in the face gently. You didn't even feel that?
I was asleep. She's 7. I was asleep. What did you expect?
But I smacked you in the face gently, and that kind of wouldn't have hurt a little.
Why would you smack me in the face when you clearly see?
Yeah, I even tried to open your eyeball
Right,
this.
Blind Love smacked you gently. Like how do you smack someone gently?
Like this.
And here you are giving a live demonstration. You know what?
I demonstrated on you.
Why they all open the right? It was a love right. I guess that's what it was. Lord have mercy.
Cuckoo sign.
That's you.
No, that's my dada.
And that's my daughter.
Well, you were pointing at yourself.
I was pointing at you.
No, see, you're pointing at yourself. No. Look. The life's crazy.
She got me right. And well, here's
the
thing.
The life's crazy. Because you're pointing at it.
Now, Orisha, let me tell you something. For a 7-year-old, she has some extremely heavy hands. I will say that. So, like, when she hits you, you feel it. So that's why I'm like, you know what? And her hands are only gonna get stronger as she gets older. So I'm like, you know what? When somebody mess with her, I ain't gotta worry about it.
And
She
guess
gonna
what?
knock them clean out.
And watch this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm strong. And plus, you can feel because.
Mm-hmm.
Watch this.
What? You ought to be glad that you ought to be glad that you on camera. Otherwise, I would power bomb you right now. Anyway, I can't wait for my 3-year-old to reach this age. Oh Lord, no, look.
I'm not a
Look.
3-year-old.
No, somebody else has a 3-year-old.
Oh.
Oh,
Don't you dare call me a 3-year-old, though.
I know you're not a 3-year-old, honey. No, look, cherish anything goes. Cherish the moment that you have. Cherish the moment
the
that
day.
you have with your 3-year-old. Look, because when they start getting to talking, when they get this age, Lord have mercy. Cherish it, I say. Right, Orisha, cherish the silence, Lord have mercy.
No, don't. Wait, get out. It's
What?
my life now. Hi. Now it's Kylie the Angel. And then Daddy's my sidekick on the live. Woo! I got 4 girls.
Oh, she has 4. My. Oh, my word. They're speaking to you.
You're. I didn't.
They're speaking to you, honey.
Just breathe up.
Just breathe. Now she's talking to me. No, she said, "Hey, pretty girl." You see that?
Yeah.
Say hi. Hey, say hi back.
Hi.
Trust me, my 3-year-old can talk for the whole of London. Oh Lord, have mercy.
What?
My.
5 kids? I told my kids.
I just told my kids to stop calling me for 5 minutes. You have a lot of energy. Yeah, this one does have a lot of energy.
Now, hey, get
Are
out of
you-
my life. So now that I'm on the live now, what would you like to talk about to me?
How you just gonna sit here
My
and invade my
husband
live?
Never got.
How you gonna invade my live
no.
like this though?
You have a lot. Thank you for saying I have a lot of energy.
Why are you invading my live?
Who's asleep?
She asked you a question. She said, "What's your favorite thing you love about your dad?"
Because he's silly and he always takes me to fun places like Urban Air and Main Event.
Thank you, honey.
Yay.
She asked you another question. She said, "Do you like school, little one?"
Yep, I love school. I go to Harding Academy.
She said, "What's your favorite subject in school?"
Art
Art?
class.
Okay. Mike is no longer alive. I see clearly. What is Blind Love asks, "What is your favorite color and animal?"
My favorite color is rainbow, and my favorite animal is cat because when I grow up, I'm gonna get a cat or maybe a Pomeranian or both.
Oh, okay. Arcadia asks, "What's your favorite book?"
My favorite book is I think my favorite book is probably my jungle book at my house.
Okay.
I'm
Alright.
visiting my dad.
Okay.
What do you want to
to
be when you're older? First, my real career is going to be artist, and my first hobby will be fashion designer because I love fashion.
Well, go ahead now with your bad self. All right now. They just be all over the phone. She's cute though. Good night. It's 2 a.m. in the UK. All right. Anything goes, love. Thank you so much, sweetheart. Good to see you. Just freestyle about your favorite subject and ask Dad to beatbox.
Beatbox, Dad. Beatbox, Dad. Beatbox, Dad.
No.
You have to rap like right now. Right now, I mean like right now!
Boom, boom.
That's not even beatboxing.
I mean, it's not a good beatboxing, but it is beatboxing. Nice meeting you. Hope to see you again. Huh?
Oh, you have a booger on your nose.
Oh my God, are you sick?
You do.
Do you have to tell
it's
people?
right there.
Do you have to tell people? Jesus Christ, I didn't even know it. I didn't even know it. Oh my God.
Daddy has boogers.
Hush, girl.
Look, somebody said ha ha. Look,
Oh my
somebody.
God.
Look, Daddy,
Is it
somebody
really?
said ha ha.
Is it really? Hold on.
Yeah, somebody said ha ha.
Oh, it really was.
Daddy, look, somebody before said ha ha. Somebody said ha ha.
I know, cause you just
Mike, ha ha ha. We
you supposed to be looking at the camera. You all in my nose.
We all have boogers? How dare you?
You have boogers. I picked your boogers before.
It's normal. Thank you for saying that.
Oh my gosh.
Thank
Oh
you for
good
saying.
Lord. Why?
We'll see
Why?
you two later. Oh,
See
your
you two later.
princess
All right.
is adorable.
All right, tired. Yeah, thank you
Thank
so
for
much.
saying I'm adorable. Like the live heart.
Yeah, somebody liked the live.
She is cracking me up. Thank you.
Yes,
I have good animation in me. I put it inside of me.
Oh, she asked a question. Who was your favorite cartoon character?
My favorite cartoon character is, I have two. Bluey, wait, I have a lot. Bluey, Princess Jasmine, Ariel from Little Mermaid. That much.
Okay. Alrighty. Alright,
I like
well.
all Disney princess.
Alrighty. Well, with that being said, y'all, you sure do have good animation in you. That she does, Blind Love. Let me tell you
Thank
something.
you.
But anyway, with that being said, that concludes day 2 of Questions for Black Men.
Yeah, I'll be
please.
in it. I'll be in it.
No, you won't.
What?
Are you looking forward to the new Little Mermaid movie?
Yes, with the real girl inside of it.
Yes.
Good night. Ooh,
I am
heart
definitely
to
taking
you.
and I am definitely taking you to see that one. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all so much. This
much.
concludes. Okay, Daddy's talking now. This concludes day 2 of Questions for Black Men. Thank y'all so much for joining me. The day 3 will be next Wednesday. Starting at the same time at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. I hope to see all y'all there. Black men, I hope that y'all show up for me. It's still not too late. Now, it's still not too late, black men and black women, to put in your questions. Email me your questions at mikethevoice85@gmail.com. That is lowercase MIKETHEVOICE 85@gmail.com. Email me your questions. And yeah, we will go from there, all right? All right, thank y'all so much for joining us. Thank y'all so much
Peel an orange. I'm peeling an orange. Can I?
Let's do that later, okay? All right.
Okay.
All right, you going to help me sign out? You going to help me sign off on this one?
Can
Okay.
I say it?
Okay. All right, go ahead.
Bye-bye. See you later. Subscribe to Kylie the Angel's channel and my nice sidekick, Daddy Voice channel. And thank you so much for watching our live. Subscribe to our channel and make sure to put extra likes. See you next time. Bye. The live is over.
All right.
Get me back in.
All right, chill. All right, y'all. I'm Mike the Voice. Take care. God bless. Be the very best at everything that you do. I will see y'all Wednesday.
Bye.
Later. Love y'all.
Bye. It's my live still.
Oh, my daughter, y'all. Love y'all.
Bye.
The voice is spoken.
It's mine.